D.Richardson Productions, a magical experience for everyone.
All right. What's up, guys? Today's Wednesday already. I'm super excited because it's another day. We've been rocking and rolling all week with some amazing content for you guys virtually. I gotta say, this has gotta be the best virtual event the whole entire coronavirus pandemic. We gave you guys fitness, we gave you dance, we gave you game show, we gave away money. We gave away money. Yeah, right here yesterday, we had some people that won prizes, from books to money to D.Richardson Production face masks. So many cool things that we have going on. And guess what? We're just getting started. The fire is we're adding more fuel to the fire. I'm super excited because we're doing something that is very near and dear to my heart, which I love, helping businesses and helping people get to the next level. So I just launched a new business a couple of weeks ago, publicly, entitled The Branding Beast, which The Branding Beast, what I do is basically I help brands develop to pull out their company to a greater level visually, making sure that they're looking good on the web, from social media to their websites, their logo, all those good things. But even greater than that, I like to help brands push their brands and from a business perspective, but also a mental perspective, so that they're creating income for themselves while they're sleeping. So beyond the basics of branding, turning your branding over to the whole self, learning how you can create money, how you can live somewhere differently and have your business still operating for you in a different city. I'm doing it, and I want to be able to show you guys how to do it. So beyond the basics of branding, when it comes to your logo, your visual components, all those good things, I'm going to show you how to put all that together. Again, for those that are watching right now, we have our comments section here. If you have any questions or comments, you could definitely put it in the comment section here. Like we have one here. Patricia Trammell, yes, she just got married. Formerly Patricia McQueen, but you still have that name on the back in there. But celebrity face painter, she paints for the Carnival Cruise Line, Tyler Perry, the Universal Circus. Patricia McQueen is on the feed right now. Thank you for supporting and tuning in. She's reached out to us as far as getting her brand rebranded and so forth. So we're super excited to work with her. Again, if you have any comments or anything, definitely put them in the comment section. We will share them. And if you have a business, we'll shout you guys out as well. We're about sharing resources here. A few housekeeping notes. We want to definitely acknowledge our sponsors who help make this entire week possible. We'll start with Go Beautiful. Visit them online at www.gobeautiful.com. Follow them on IG at Go Beautiful Skincare. African-American owner operated business. I'm telling you, amazing. Crystal, she's the owner. She's a part of an amazing network of women who are doing amazing things. Besties in Business, shout out to them. Doing some great things. Actually, one of the owners of Besties in Business actually is going to join us in just a moment. So you'll get to learn a little bit more about that. Also, shout out to our in-house PR company, the J Agency. They keep us looking good when it comes to the media, connecting us with media outlets beyond our 10th anniversary. So we shout out to J Agency. Of course, this presentation is brought to you as well by The Branding Beast, which is a D.Richardson production company. So make sure you check out The Branding Beast. Also, shout out to Dylan's Ice and Treats. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, D.Richardson Productions will be giving out 100 free water ices in West Philadelphia to the first 100 customers at Dylan's Ice and Treats. They're located at 5943 Lansdowne Avenue in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Also, shout out to rlcfbrand.com, a new clothing line that features some amazing clothes that young people doing some amazing things. If you check out our happy hour business networking event the other day, you actually see the owner from there. So make sure you guys definitely follow them on IG and check out their website for some amazing clothing gear. Our friends at Golden Corral, they are open. Ben Sale for those that are in the Philadelphia area. Golden Corral is open. Shout out to Golden Corral, one of our sponsors as well. Safe indoor dining, still the buffet, all you can eat experience. But check this out. Instead of you getting up, going to the buffet, they bring the buffet to you. So literally you tell them what you want, they bring it to you, you get as much as you want. Same experience. I actually kind of like the sitting down back. You're not as tired getting up, going to the buffet back and forth. So I'm super excited. When I get to Philly, I'm definitely have to check that out. Also, shout out to our partners at Johnson Child Care Center. They have a Philly pre-K program, which is a free pre-K program for children ages 3 to 4. It's not an income-driven program. You can have any income as long as your child is 3 or 4 and they are a Philadelphia resident. They are converting to a virtual format. They're working on it rather. So your child can learn from the comfort of their home. So definitely check them out here at Johnson Child Care Center. And last but not least, our friend, one of our great friends, he's a staple in the entertainment industry. Zeke, the ringmaster sidekick from the Universe Soul Circus, he just launched a new delivery service similar to your Uber Eats, your Grubhubs, your DoorDash. This is a new company that he has launched during the pandemic. It's called Rapid Waiters, and here he is servicing currently people that are in the Atlanta area. So check out Rapid Waiters. This is another Black-owned and operated business. Not knocking Uber Eats and Grubhub, but let's keep the money in our community. So definitely, if you're in the ATL area, check out Rapid Waiters. Their website is there. When I get to Atlanta, I'm gonna check it out because I'm interested to see how it's working. I mean, that logo is pretty interesting. Look, they get your food to you really fast. So I'm super excited. So right now, we're going to bring our guests on today. Again, these are some business owners that have some questions, and I'm sure quite a few of them even have some advice for some of you guys. So we're going to have an open conversation. I'm going to share some tools with you guys. And if you have any questions or comments, definitely put it in the comment section. If you're watching this later, maybe you're not watching the live stream, we do broadcast it later on towards the evening. Definitely still put your questions, and I'll try my best to go back in to reach out to you to answer any questions. Now, the quick disclaimer, just want to let you guys know from the beginning, because as a brand to be still about having integrity, and I want to be honest with you guys, we're going to give you some good information here today, but this is still a business. So some stuff that you may need, that's a whole nother conversation. But we're going to give you enough to get you going. So let's bring our guests in today. I'm super excited. Hello, everyone. Hello. We're going to unmute their cameras there. There we go. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
You guys, I guess it's super early because some of you guys look tired. You're just like, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm drinking. I don't drink coffee, but tea helps me get my energy up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There we go. All right, so I'm just going to give you guys an opportunity to introduce yourselves to our viewers that are watching. So just share your name, where you're from, and what your business is. So we're going to start with Sheena coming right over.
Okay, I'm Sheena. I'm representing Saints Tabernacle. We are located in the Far Rock section of Philadelphia. We've been providing services for over 20 years for preschoolers all the way up to grade 7. For our school-age children, we have a before care, after care, summer camp program, and we are honored to be partnered with D.Richardson Productions and his team. He comes in on a weekly basis to provide theater and dance lessons for our children. And in the summertime, he comes in as well. Anytime we have a special event at our center, he is our go-to person for entertainment. So I'm honored to be here today to learn more about marketing and branding our business from him, being as though he's been successful with his business for the last 10 years.
Thank you so much for coming on today. Thank you for being a part of the brand. This is the family. You're part of the family. Thank you. All right, we're going to jump to Tezera.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Tezera. I am the owner, the lead photographer at Tezera Wilkins Photography. I specialize in interior and real estate photography and events as well. Also, I have a podcast, so I do audio production as well. I'm a host and producer and creator of Who Taught You How to Drive, the podcast. It's a quirky, comical look at identity through the lens of driving. So it's an interview show where we explore what people's driving says about their personalities. And I am just here today just to learn more about branding.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to jump to, where did she go? Her camera jumped. Okay, we'll come back to her, to Tia. All right, we're going to go to Khadija.
Hello. I am co-owner of Besties in Business. Me and my cousin, we partnered to start this business to help business owners who are already in business, who are having trouble growing their business, and to also help newly entrepreneurs who are having trouble finding their way. So we have a network of seasoned entrepreneurs who support the new entrepreneurs by shopping their business, promoting their business, giving tips and insight. We have trainers come in and train on different topics. Darnell actually came in and did a branding class for us. So it's a labor of love. It's a nonprofit organization. And basically the goal is to create a community of entrepreneurs who practice cooperative economics. So we want to circulate our dollars within our community and then use those funds to help build up our community. So it's fun. And I'm so happy to be partnered with Darnell as well. We help each other out. We've known each other for years. I'm a hairstylist by trade. I did his hair a few times. He keeps cutting his locks out, but that's a different story. But I'm just so happy to be here. I can't wait to learn from you all and get to know more about everyone that's on the call today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being a part of the history and the legacy. All right, we're going to jump to Tia. All right, Tia, you there? All right, so she's having a few technical difficulties. All right, you good, Tia? All right, so we're going to come right back to Tia. We're going to jump to Derek while we get Tia set up here. All right, Derek, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Derek Smith, Fifth Attic Community Center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We're African American, well, the last African American Community Center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and we focus on culture and performing arts, and we also provide social service programs for the community. We've been in existence since 1927. We're going through a transition period where we're trying to figure out to move to the next step with the agency, how we brand ourselves to get in a new vibe of younger people and how to recreate the image of that.
Awesome. Thank you for joining today, and I see the work there. I've been following you on social media for some time. You're doing some amazing work out there in the Lancaster area, so keep up the great work.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to go back and try to get Tia in. Tia, can you hear us? All right, so you just have to unmute yourself on your end. This is technology. We are live, guys. We are live, so just a heads up. So we're just trying to, we're going to have some technical difficulties with Tia. But it's okay. We'll come back to you. We'll still have an opportunity to get you into the live stream. All right, guys. So let's get this thing rocking and rolling. So I am a entertainment guy. So this is gonna, as I told my panelists that are on now, that this is for those that are watching now, whether Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are. I am an entertainment guy, so I like to get the energy flowing because in order to be successful any type of way, the energy has to be on a certain level. You can't, especially if your industry. So this ties into branding. This is a little warm up section we're going to do here. So tying into branding, if you're dealing with, let's say for me, my entertainment, one of my companies at least is entertainment. We do birthday parties. We offer clowns. Clowns are what? You guys are something. They're entertaining, but just give me one word. You say when you think of clown, you think what? What's the one word? They're what?
Fun.
Fun. But just give me, what's that H word? They're
Happy.
Yes. So if I'm at this clown company, and even through every aspect of my company, whether it's posting on social media, or if it's me outside interacting with people trying to promote or give a business card, if my company is projecting or showcasing that we are entertainment, we're pushing happiness, we're pushing excitement. I don't want to give somebody a card like this. Hey, like, here you go. Here's my card. No, you gotta be what?
Have energy and excitement.
Energetic, and definitely energetic. Now, think different because you can have a business. It could be a funeral home, and funerals are not happy, but still, you still have to have some type of personality to be able to draw people in. Because I know personally for me, if someone walks up to me like, "Here you go," I'm like, "What is that?" You know what I mean? So, branding, yes, all the technical stuff, all the fancy stuff. I call it the sexy stuff: the logo, the website, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, the YouTube. All that sexy stuff is cool, but that's just one component of branding. The other component is yourself, your whole self, your personality is going to be a strong part of the branding process. And a lot of what I want to dig in today is that we know about that, and we'll touch on the sexy stuff, but I want to dig more into the personality of it, because when you create the personality behind your brand, what you're doing is you're creating generational wealth, because you're putting things into the atmosphere. You're speaking things to existence. Your energy level is up. You're getting those phone calls. You spend money. I'm gonna give you an example. I spend money. The phone rings. Every time I spend money, I spend whatever. It come right back, just like that. It's just gonna keep floating, keep floating, keep floating. Where your well is never drying out. You keep it going. And the way that works is because the law of attraction. You guys are familiar with the law of attraction?
Yes.
Speak things, it comes. Yeah, it definitely comes. And it's all about your energy. Your energy will create wealth for you. Your health will create wealth for you. If you feel good, you'll do more. If you don't feel good because you're not eating right or you're not exercising, you tend to just kind of shut down. You ever something happen and you kind of just shut down. You don't want to talk to nobody. All you really want to do is sleep. That ever happened to you?
Yes.
You don't progress. You're not getting anywhere. You're like, all right, I gotta get this website done. But something happens, or you allow something to affect you, or you get a phone call of friends that are like, oh my God, did such and such did this and this and this and that. And it's like, it just takes a toll on you. I had someone that told me years ago, they said, hey, Darnell, you carry a lot of weight. Go back. It said, Darnell, you allow people to put their weight on you. And as I know for me, and I'm pretty sure quite a few of you guys may experience the same. We have a lot of friends that may call you like, hey, and you would love to be in the open air. And there's nothing wrong with being that listening air, but you got to know when to balance it out, because you can't consume yourself completely with that. I know for me, for a fact, someone tells me something and it's not even affecting me personally. You know, they could tell me that they got evicted from their house. I didn't get evicted from my house, but because the type of person that I am, it will affect my mental state, which will literally add weight onto me. So I had to learn how to balance it out. You know, still be a listening ear, you want to still help your friends out, but being able to balance. And again, this is a mental situation to help create a wealth for yourself. I had to learn how to balance it out. It's like, all right, cool. You know, I'm not going to take these calls this morning. You know, definitely first thing in the morning. My my brain needs to be on a different process. I can't take negative calls in the morning. I can't look at negative feedback or negative comments and negative posts on social media. I have to start somewhere different so that I'm up here. Because if you start down here, you're just going to go lower. But if you're already up here, and if you do go lower, you still have all that cushion to push yourself up even higher. So again, this process, and I'm telling you, it works. It works. That's how I got here to Miami. It works. I practiced it over the last 10 years, even the last 2, even more, and it really works. So we're just going to do a little energy check to get our energy up, thinking things into existence, speaking things into existence. So this is a little song that I like. So we're just going to get our bodies moving. If you're home right now, click this link, share this video. This is some powerful information that's going to change your life. That's going to help us and push us into the next level of success in our careers or whatever it is we're trying to do. All right, so let's get this thing rock and roll. We're going to get our bodies moving right now. All right, guys, let's shake it out. Get your energy up. I want to see lots of personality. Stretch it out. Here you go. We're just roll your head. I'm a dance teacher too, so as Sheena said, I'll find ways to be creative. You make sure your tension is not there, because when we have tension in our body, that creates stress. We wonder why people are so angry, because they get pain. Just stretch on. Good. If you're home, you can join in with the same thing. Shake it out. Take a deep breath in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Good job. Breathe in. And out. Good. Breathe in and out. Breathe. Good job. Nice energy. Good. 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 So just those little things, just like that, it will go extremely far. Some of y'all still don't get it yet. Y'all still look sad and angry. Get some energy. Get some love in your faces, guys. There we go. There we go. So yeah, definitely. That's my ritual of how I wake up in the morning. Before I talk to anyone, before I go on social media, before I do anything that's causing me to interact with anyone besides God and myself, is I put myself in a mental state to create a level of energy that's going to pump me, to give me excitement, to give me hope, to give me power before coming in contact with anyone. Because that first contact that you can have, it could be someone that's going to inspire you or motivate you, or it could be someone that's going to give you a story that's going to bring your energy down. But if I'm all the way up here, like I said, it's easier to pull yourself back up. But if you're already down, because when you're sleeping, your body's at rest. And when you wake up, you want to make sure you hit that switch and pump it all the way up to a high level. I'm telling you, give it a try. And watch how it works for you. Definitely, you'll get that energy to create those marketing plans, to create that business plan, to write those proposals and grants, to create those packages, to want to go out, with your mask on, and promote yourselves and your brands. All right. So sound good so far?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Awesome. So practice. I'm telling you, it's going to work. All right. Let's get into the sexy stuff, as I said, as far as branding is concerned. Again, for those who are watching, if you have any questions or comments, definitely put them in the comment section there, and we will add them there. Okay. All right. So let's get into branding. So I'm just going to mute everyone's microphone. If you want to answer the question, just raise your hand, and then we'll have an opportunity for you definitely to ask some questions for me. Okay. So first question: what does branding consist of? Can someone, by raising your hand, let me know what they believe branding consists of? Khadijah, don't answer this, because I know you know the answer pretty well. Who can let me know what does branding consist of? Raise your hand. Just give me one word. When you think of branding, what do you think of? Who do we have? All right, I'm just going to call y'all since no one's raising their hand. I'm going to go to Tezera first. When you think of branding, give me one word.
Heartbeat.
A heartbeat. Okay, good. Good example, but I want to give me just an exact word. So when I say to have a strong brand, you need the following. Give me something that you would need. What type of?
I think, well, the reason I said heartbeat is because I feel like the branding is the heartbeat of your brand. It's like the central, like it's whatever the passion is.
Or an item, rather. I'm sorry, my words was twisted. Give me an item that you'll need that creates a strong brand, rather.
Language, good language.
Good. Okay, perfect. You're great and good language. Okay, Sheena, give me one.
Image comes to mind.
Image.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So the image that represents you, your business.
Great. All right. Tia, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Perfect. There. Give me one word when you think of branding. An item.
When I think of branding, I think of promotion.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. All right, Khadijah, give me a word.
Personality.
Okay, good. You guys are all on the right track. I'm going to pull up my little chart here. Yeah, so you guys are all adding some great things as far as branding. So here's a little chart that I created that pretty much gives you a cloud base of all different components of branding. So of course, we have the trust factor, which we'll talk about in the moment. These are the things we're going to cover today. Trust factor, dealing with integrity. Design, of course, the value, which is how much you charge for your services. Not cheating yourself when it comes to your product or services that you offer. The strategy, of course, your logo. We all should have a logo. We're in business. A good logo that's clean, that's bright, that makes sense. The marketing, of course, is a very strong part because you have to market in order to get those clients that you're interested in. And then advertising. So marketing and advertising, they fall together, but they're really two separate things. So marketing would be the initial stage, and advertising would be like that follow-up to the marketing. And of course, identity, which I look at identity as the first thing. I'm sorry I had to start there, but identity is definitely the first most important component when it comes to your brand. So you look at companies such as these companies here. So you have your McDonald's, you have UPS, Coca-Cola. You guys are familiar with these logos and brands there?
Yes.
everyone knows the Golden Arches. You know that Coca-Cola. You have Barbie down there, T-Mobile, Nivea, IBM, Ford, Starbucks, HP. You see the Skype and Twitter logo in the mix, Adobe, even SoundCloud's up there, the Android. So many different brands here. And these companies created a strong image around their logo where people can notice them from anywhere, and they can automatically connect them to what it is that they're doing. So my question, going back to our chart here, we're going to talk a little about each one of these. So let's start with the world of identity. So again, this is an open conversation piece here. So identity. When I say identity, what comes to mind when you think identity as far as branding? Who would like to take the lead to jump in? Just raise your hand if you would like to answer. Sheena, I'm gonna come to you because you look cool.
Identity, your representation of yourself.
Okay.
So people can know what are you standing for or what are you offering.
Good. Yeah. So in a nutshell, yes, identity definitely. How are you forecasted? How are you seen within a digital world, in person? Every way that people can notice your company. How is it represented? Think of McDonald's. When you think of McDonald's identity, what do you think of? Khadija, what do you think of when you think of McDonald's?
Fast food.
Fast food. Okay. What else? But give me a pro and a con of McDonald's.
I think of it as, like I said, fast food if you're in a hurry, but it's also not healthy food either.
Okay.
So the pro is you can get it quick, but it's really not good for you.
Good. And people like quick. They like quick. Hey, I'm getting off of work and I'm gonna get my kids some Happy Meals for dinner. It's not the best option, but it'll get the job done. You're not gonna die.
Right.
Work it off later. But McDonald's created their identity of quick fast food. What did they say? 60 seconds or less. Most cases, I've been in McDonald's and I've been in line for. This is when I was eating McDonald's. I've been in line for like a half hour almost, and I had to which is another whole conversation. Okay, but yeah, definitely that. Anyone else want to add to when they think of brand identity? What comes to mind?
I think of personality, like I was saying before. People see you before they see anything else. So really, kind of like what you were saying, what kind of image or personality are you giving off? So are you happy? Are you somber? Are you funny? Are you a mom? Are you single? Do you hate kids? Like whatever your personality is, whatever people can, when they think of you and your brand, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Exactly. And just to go even deeper, think of yourself. I know most of us that are on here are small businesses where we don't have a large staff. But I'll use Sheena as an example. You have a child care center, preschool, a day school as well. And you guys have staff. How many staff do you guys have?
For a total of about 25.
25. So your staff is a reflection of your brand. They're in your facility. Even sometimes when they're outside, because someone sees them, such and such work at Saints Tabernacle, and they see them outside twerking on the sidewalk. Like, that's my daughter's t-shirt, what? Even though they're on their own, they're still a reflection of your brand. Because they're a part of it. And I always like to use the Chick-fil-A as an example. When you go to Chick-fil-A, everyone talks about their service as far as how professional, how friendly Chick-fil-A. You guys have been to Chick-fil-A, right?
Yes.
And how friendly they are when you're taking your order. You're like, the personality is amazing. As opposed to, I'm gonna be honest, I've been to McDonald's quite often. When I did eat McDonald's, I had to be on a run, life of an entertainer. And you have people that are like nasty, like what you want, and then if you want to change, what they're reflecting the brand. Now McDonald's is so big of a company that they really don't care, but it still means a lot because that particular McDonald's is a large company, but those local McDonald's are franchises which are privately owned. Mostly, but definitely in the Philadelphia area. Surprisingly, majority of the McDonald's that are in Philadelphia area and our direct communities are African American owned and operated. Is reflecting their franchise and it's going to draw people away from wanting to buy into their products. I know if I go somewhere and the service is horrible, I'm not coming back. I'll give an example. I went to a local restaurant. I'm not going to say names, but I went to a local restaurant when I was in Philadelphia before I actually moved to Miami. And I ordered, I think like fried chicken or something like that. And, I placed my order. This is a Saturday after a long day of doing events. Place my order. When I get there, they said it would take about an hour to 45 minutes. Okay, cool. I was about an hour and 20 minutes away from home. I said, that'll give them enough time. I still got the extra leverage. So I get there. And when I get there, they're like, okay, we never put it in. And then I was like, no, thank you. I got to move on to the next. I can't, my time, we'll talk about this in a moment as well, about time management. I can't wait any longer. It's like, it's going to take 2 minutes. I mean, if it didn't take 2 minutes earlier, why is it going to take 2 minutes? And if it is going to take 2 minutes, I don't trust that. I don't want it. So, they got nasty. And I said it in the most kind, professional way as possible, but they still replied with like a nasty way, like, well, whatever. Like, but the owner, which I know personally, and I did reach out to the owner, but they never reached out back. So, I don't know, but I did my part. You know what I mean? Personally, but she never reached out back. But there are a reflection of her brand, and even the fact of not having an order, and not just me. There was a few other customers that were experiencing that same thing where orders that they placed hours ago was not put in, and they still that means a whole lot. So definitely, that is a big portion of that brand identity. And from beyond yourself, you want to make sure that anyone's connected with you is doing the right thing, and making a good representation of your company to keep your clients coming back, because that's what's going to keep your clients coming back for services and referring you out to others. Any questions on that there?
No.
Good. All right. So let's move on to the next portion of that there. So let's look into. We're gonna jump over to design. We'll go into design. So design, pretty simple as said. I'm not gonna go too much deep into that, but that's basically making sure that what you have as far as your content, your website, everything is in sync. Web design, branding, as far as logo placements, everything has meaning to it. Some people design logos. I'm just going to put it. I sell cakes, so I'm just going to put a cake and a lady with a spoon next to it. But you got to make sure what you're creating for your brand or your logo makes sense. Colors for your logos have meaning to it. Some people just throw any color. No, certain colors have certain meanings. And you want to make sure that you're actually hiring someone if you don't do it yourself. You're having a consultation with someone, and that's a service that we offer here at D.Richardson Productions and Branding Beast. We do offer logo design consultations where we can help you develop a logo that makes sense, that actually has meaning behind it, and it represents what you're trying to put out. So make sure that your design makes sense, that it reflects the different things that you have. For example, the Branding Beast logo here, that blue is a very welcoming feel, especially with the image of myself there. It gives a, hey, come over here and give it a try. When you look at this logo, what do you think of? I'm gonna go to Tia. Tia, what do you think of when you look at this logo?
The Branding Beast. It looks very well put together. It looks very professional. And if I was to see this, I definitely would be interested in looking further into it.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Tezera, when you look at it, what catches your eye?
I think some of the same things that Tia said, like it just comes across as professional, like you have on a tie and a shirt and stuff. So you just seem like you're there to, help people, like, like you're working.
Awesome. And Khadijah?
Like you're working.
I feel like you could be trusted, like it's a trustworthy company, that I feel comfortable talking to you and sharing information with you.
Thank you. And Sheena?
Like they said, your image is professional, and with it saying the Branding Beast, it gives off the impression that you are experienced, and just having your own image on there, it lets us know that you're going to be hands-on with working with whoever you're.
Love it. I love that you said that. That's what's getting going. So that definitely is one of the reasons why, or the biggest reason, again, logos making sense, is why I added my photograph to it, to let my clients know that I will be the one working with you personally, as opposed to a company where, you know, you have someone that's not, you know, I'm not gonna say any names, and Khadija, you can concur that there's a lot of networks and groups that say they're out here to help people. I just joined Spectacular. You guys familiar with Spectacular? He's from the group Pretty Ricky. So I actually invested, and I just wanted to kind of see what he was doing. So I actually invested in his course, which cost me $3,000. So I invested in his course a couple of weeks ago, and his course is basically designed to help marketers to build social media presence. So basically teaching you how to grow your client social media via digital marketing and so forth. Again, as a business owner and educator myself, I like to always keep my eyes open to learning. You know, learning never stops. You know, I have mentors that I have a mentor from my college that I meet with every week, and she gives me tips and suggestions and things of that nature to help, because the learning process never stops, especially in today's world. There's always technology pushing us and advancing. So we always want to make sure that we're continuing learning. But to go back to that, definitely, I wanted to make sure that I am the one that is working with clients. There's companies who push themselves. Go back to Spectacular. That's where I was at. So I invested in his workshop. So basically, it's a portal, and there's a series of portals that you go through that basically teaches you different things as far as pushing your content on social media, creating viral content, how to signal to certain demographics. It's different. A lot of stuff I already knew or was aware of. Like I said, I was always open to seeing how others do things, so that way I can enhance what I'm doing. And you can, just increase your knowledge and add to your wealth of information. But the way that the course is actually marketed is as if he's the one that's going to be working with you, which I don't mind. I don't care if he was working with someone else, but other people really are doing it because they want to be able to work with him directly, especially for that price that it costs. But he's not even the one working with you. I mean, he hosts the initial conversation to get people to sign in and sign on. But then there's like other people within the company, and I get it. You do at some point, you do have to, when you get to a certain level, you can't do everybody, but you kind of got to make that clear in the beginning. Even if that's your tactic to get people in, you got to let them know before they even sign those papers that, hey, I won't be the one working with you personally, but I have an amazing team. That way you give them the option to be able to say, hey, all right, I'm going to go through with this, or I won't. You don't want to bring people in blindsided, and it's almost like you're a fraud in your professional field. So, yeah, sounds good. Awesome. All right. So, design, how your things are looking, making sense. Things are in order. Your website's in sync with your logo. It makes sense if my logo was looking like this, I want to make sure that my website, I wish that I can show you guys. I actually don't have it up right here. Actually, I will. Let me show you guys while I'm doing that. Any questions while I pull up that quick thing so I can show you guys? I'll just give you guys a screenshot of it. Let's see if it works for me. Any questions so far?
I don't have a question. I was going just had a comment about what you said about that class. Because I do the same thing. I take classes all over just to make sure I'm up to date on everything in the field. Gary Vee said the same thing, though, that you can get him, but it's at a higher price. But he has a team, so when he markets it, he lets you know that his team is going to be the one working with you. You won't get to work with him one-on-one. So he's not, that's part of the trust factor. Your Spectacular is everywhere. You think it's going to be him. Mm-hmm. You would have no idea, especially for that price point, that he wouldn't be the one. And that's how you get those people leaving bad reviews on your business. Exactly. And everybody saying, oh, this is a scam because you weren't honest and upfront from the beginning.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that. So let me show you guys. Okay, cool. I can screenshot it. And technology is amazing, guys. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Khadija. That's definitely true. And Gary Vee is awesome. I love that guy. I actually got a chance to last year I went to a conference at the convention center. It was with what was the name of this conference? I can't remember the name of the conference, but let me tell you how amazing this was. Are you guys familiar with motivation speakers and so forth? So this is an amazing lineup. So check out the lineup. We had Les Brown. You guys are familiar with Les Brown? We had Les Brown. We had Gary Vee. We had Tony Robbins. And there were two other artists or speakers rather. I can't remember their names so exactly. They weren't as big as those guys. But Gary Vee, Les Brown, and Tony Robbins alone is, amazing. So if you haven't gotten a chance to, if you don't know who they are, definitely check them out. Also like Eric Thomas. These are like some tools that you can utilize when you're trying to pull this up for you guys. Some tools you guys can utilize to get that energy boost in the morning. So, listen to them in the morning and they can help you to get your energy up. Oh, look at that. Speaking of that, I come across a spectacular situation. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to show you a screenshot of our website, which is actually going to launch on Friday. So I use Wix as a web host for my web design because I love it. I've been using it for years. Some people don't like Wix, but I love it. It works for me. We do offer web design services. A lot of people say, hey, I can do a website myself. But it's not about doing it yourself. It's about, do you have the time to do it for yourself? Our pricing comes in when it comes to the time that it takes for us to design something for you. So that's how it works. So let me show you. This is so far what the Branding Beast website is going to look like. So if you can see, based on our logo, if you can see the tie-in to the color scheme and so forth, right? Let me unmute you guys so you guys can hear me, or I can hear you rather. You guys there? Okay.
Yes.
So you can see basically here that our logo is branded, our website rather, is connected with the logo design, the color scheme, the whole nine makes sense. So you want to make sure that your stuff is connected because that shows your business. You're looking at like websites like let's check out like Walmart, for example. Let's see, Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Love Walmart.
You love Walmart? Listen, me too.
I have to make a Walmart trip after this.
Have you ever been to a Southern Walmart?
You can just get everything. Like Walmart is just amazing.
That's they branded you. They got you. They brand what's their slogan? Always low prices.
Yes.
I always say, if you haven't been to a Southern Walmart, you haven't seen nothing yet. Because Philadelphia Walmart's put Southern Walmart's. Southern Walmart's put Philadelphia Walmart's to shame. All right, so look at Walmart. Walmart logo. I'm actually going to pull up their logo first by itself. And I apologize, I don't have this stuff preloaded. I like to most times for a session like this is to kind of go off of the I get information out by you guys this way. All right, so let's pull up Walmart's logo. This software is super amazing. Thank you, Khadija, for that great plug because you have made this week extremely awesome with that class that you put me on with. And I'm gonna, I have your camera muted, but once I upload this, give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right. So, let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So here's Walmart's logo. There. You guys see it? Cool, right? Mm-hmm. Blue, yellow. We're on the Walmart. Always low prices. Then we look at their website and look at the color scheme. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Based on their logo that you've seen. Look at that. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. Look at the Branding Beast. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right.
Now let me see. It may be hard to do, but let me just see if I can find a company that let's see, clothing lines. I see a clothing line that's like, I don't know. That may be hard to find right now. In order. So I was trying to find an example of something that may not be together. But you guys get the point, correct?
Yes.
So again, you make sure that stuff makes sense, that your design. Even with, within the world of your Instagram, let's see. I'm gonna go to the Branding Beast on Instagram so that you guys that are watching at home can see. Let's see here. Okay, let's do that. Perfect. Okay, that's cool. I'm working from a new computer, so I had no content on this one. Okay, all right, our branding piece. You want to even make sure that your Instagram makes sense, and we're going to talk more about that in just a moment of how should you post your content. All right, so creating patterns and so forth. So let me show you the branding piece on Instagram. I'm gonna do a few screenshots so you guys can see my patterns I have here. All right, so you want to make sure that you're creating. Actually, that's not a good one. Okay. All right, cool. That works. All right, you want to make sure that what you have makes sense, or not really makes sense, but the design. Again, design goes a long way. It goes from the logo design portion to how you're posting. So for me, within the branding that I created for myself, within my Instagram, I'll show you. Okay, here we go. So this is my brand new beast Instagram, which was created recently, so we're still growing to it. Okay, here we go. All right, so brand new beast Instagram. The way that things that I put in place, of course, I put in the way that I do it. I put the same post 3 times straight across. So what I'm doing actually essentially is creating like this pattern, which creates a design factor within my brand, if that makes sense. It may sound stupid to some, like why are you posting the same thing 3 times? But I just kind of create. So like I'll post, and this is something I created with my own personal brand. You're designing your brand. So what I do on my Instagram is I'll post the same thing on the same row, and I'll throw my logo in between just to create the design factor. In addition to that, I'm creating a visual of locking in that logo to your head. So you're going to implement the branding piece is going to like literally like get glued to your head. You're like, somebody say, oh, I need somebody that can do logo design. And you might not need it, but say, hey, I know somebody. You know, it's like going to McDonald's, like go back to McDonald's conversation. I need something quick to eat. With the image that comes to your head first is what? When you think, huh?
The golden arch.
The golden arches, exactly. The golden arches. So utilizing your content, your logo to implement images in people's head that's going to resonate. That's basically going to create a catalog. So you're always getting those referrals. Let's look at our D.Richardson Productions page. Now for that one, this goes into more so storytelling based on the industry that is. And I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna go down so you're gonna see so many of our lives. I'll go down to okay, cool. All right, let me show you a few. All right. Everybody good so far?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna keep you guys interested. I like this kind of stuff, you know. This is my area. Plus
That's your heart.
It's my heart, yes indeed. You probably can tell, right?
Yeah.
I look at the D.Richardson Productions page. So with that, we do entertainment. So of course that page is more happy, more exciting. The branding beast page was more calm, more informational, not too busy, but more on the simplicity side of things, which I am a huge on things being simple. I hate things that are like all over the place and tacky looking. So I'm super big on things being clean and just looking good. I think it looks more. I'm sorry, say it again.
You're anal about your work. Like
I am.
To be a specific way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So look at the D.Richardson Productions page. So this is the D.Richardson Productions page on Instagram. Of course, we have this page a lot longer, so our followers are a lot bigger than the other page. But the content on here has more excitement and fun to it. As you can see, more color, and the content tells a story. When you actually look into the captions of it, let's see if it'll allow me to. Okay, let me see. Come on here. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good one for you. Okay, let's use this one right here. Okay. No. I'm trying to find a good one for you guys. All right, let's use this one as an example. So this right here, is actually a paid advertisement that we actually boosted, which did really well. It's actually still running. And it has simple captions as far as our design factor. We made sure our image quality, that's another thing. When you're utilizing photographs of stuff that you're using on your social media, you want to make sure that your photos are of high quality. You don't want to post content that's blurry looking. So whether you're in childcare, whether you're a clown, whether you do hair, whether you do, of course, you're a photographer, your work has definitely got to be of quality, because you want to make sure that whatever you're putting on your social media or your website, that looks good. You don't want to put something that's blurry. You got a picture with a finger hanging in the screen lens. You want to make sure that looks good. And then going into captions, very simple caption. Like for this one here, it says, be the character for your next event. Follow us for special offers. So I have the what, and then I have the call to action, which is to follow us for special offers. We boosted this post. I think I boosted it for probably about $60 over a 2-day span, and we gained at least about 175 followers. And I know that from the ad, we booked about 4 people that booked packages that were over $300 based off of that $60 ad that I put out. So the power of boosting ads on social media is very effective. And I know a lot of you guys may not be tech savvy, but that's where companies come in, like the Brandy Beats or even Besties in Business, that can help you. Again, anyone can do this stuff, but the question is, do you have time to do it? And that's where, hiring a professional to come in to be able to assist you with creating those goals and helping you to deploy those marketing tactics to help your brand completely. Let's see, we got a comment. Oh, yes, Tania, how are you? She said, yes, thank you for tuning in. All right. Any questions regarding that factor there?
Nope.
Good. Awesome. This is some good stuff. All right. So let's go into, we'll touch a little bit into value. And I'm not going to go too deep into that because that's more of an internal thing. I'm just going to put it as know your worth. I know for me, when I first started, I was especially more so in the clowning industry when we're doing birthday parties. I would do parties for family and friends. And when I did those parties, it was more of a, just give me what you can. But give me what you can is going to have you broke. It's going to have you broke. Know your worth. And if people want your services, they will pay for it. I had a customer, I'm actually going to be in Baltimore on Saturday during the event. This customer called about 2 weeks ago and they're like, hey, we really want you at our child's birthday party. People are talking about you here in Baltimore. And I'm like, okay, if you want me, it's going to cost you about $800. For one, I'm not located in Philadelphia. Yes, Baltimore's about 2.5 hours tops from Philadelphia. I'm located in Florida. Disclaimer, I don't go outside here, so I don't have coronavirus. This is a disclaimer. But definitely, I let them know, like, this is what it's going to cost for me to come to your event. It's like a take it or leave it. At first they're like, hey, well, can you do such and such? I'm like, I'm sorry, like, this is my rate. I'm literally thousands of miles away. And this is what it's going to cost for me to come to your party. So, they called back about a half hour later. Hey, okay, we'll do it. They really wanted it, so they made it happen some type of way. So know your worth. Set your prices based on what you need. So make sure you're keeping intact, what your expenses are, whether you have an office, whether you have staffing, material to get. You don't want to pay all this stuff and then you look back and you only got $15 in your account. You got to make sure that it makes sense for you for doing business, because it's like working for free. I mean, it's nothing wrong with helping people, but allow you to be able to help. Like, I get a lot of people that call, but hey, can I book a such and such? But do you think you can give me a discount? I'm like, allow me to give you a discount. If I want to give you a discount, I'll give you a discount. Like, I will tell you, all right, I'm only going to charge you. Don't act. I think it's disrespectful when you ask me, especially if you're a person that don't really support other stuff. You know what I mean? And you like pop out of blue just because you need entertainment or you need something specific. You want to then like just ask for a discount. No, allow me to offer you the discount. Don't just jump in and assume that you're going to get one just because you're a cousin or if you on my Facebook page or whatever. In the end, this is my livelihood. This is our livelihood. This is how we survive. This is how we feed our families. This is how we feed ourselves. And you got to treat it as so. You can't go to Walmart. They don't go to Walmart and say, "Hey, can I get $5 off of this blow dryer?" No. So make sure you know your worth. Set your prices accordingly to make sense, so that you're creating profit for yourself, and you're building up a bank of money to be able to be successful in your industry. Good.
Yes.
Awesome. And don't be scared. Again, I was scared. I'm like, oh my God, if I sell my prices, nobody's going to want my services. Listen, my prices I have a good price. I still have competitive prices to compare to some people in the industry in Philadelphia. But we do really well because we were able to set our prices to a place where it's comfortable for us to make profit, in addition to where our customers are not, oh my God, that costs too much. And then I'm just gonna be honest, you gotta represent your brand. Like, I'm the bomb. Like, I'm the best at what I do. Like, it's okay to big yourself up. That's the way that's that motivation part there. Don't be afraid to big yourself up. Don't be cocky with it. I know people that can be cocky with it, but on a positive note, like, listen, I'm the best at what I do. I'm the best at childcare. Even if your best friend got a childcare center too, or your best friend do the same thing you do, I'm the best at this too. Push yourself up, because that's going to help push your energy to where you need to get to. Okay. Tania said the biggest problem in my work in the industry. Let me just touch on that. Knowing your worth. So yeah, do the research. Definitely look at the market and know what you do. Tania, what do you do exactly? Put it in the comment section. Let us know what you do, so I can kind of give you a better example. So definitely do your research of who's in your field, what they're charging, how they're doing things. I'm sure they're doing the same thing to you, believe it or not. It's okay. That's a part of business, is doing research. Yeah. Again, learning never stops. So definitely keep that in mind to create success for yourself, is to do that research, so that you're creating, amazing things for yourself. All right? Everybody good on that?
Yes.
You can do it. Don't be afraid. I'm just going to be real. My grandma said, my grandmother actually said, she said, I'm not even going to say what she said. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. I should I just tell y'all, she was like, because I just let people walk over me in the beginning stages, like from staff, not technically walk over me, but just kind of like do what they want to do. And, I have people that work for me, which is going to tie into our next section of the trust and integrity, that, came in and stole clients, or just came in and did what they want to do. And she's like, you better grow some more balls. That's what she said. And, then from the here, you a man, you're like, listen, what you mean? Like, that just kind of gave me that push, like, no, I got to get this. I got to do this. Like, this is like my livelihood. For me, I've never worked a regular job before. This entertainment thing, business has been my complete life. I never worked. I never had a W-2 regular. I've been private contractor, D.Richardson Productions, D.Richardson, Incorporated, all that my whole life. So, and I don't look forward to ever having to work for anyone. Even right now, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, moving here to South Florida in the Miami Beach area, was to be able to work with, catch that word out, not for, but with cruise lines and the companies, where I can actually come in to, as a consultant. Again, I don't want to be anyone's employee, to come in as a consultant to produce productions for cruise lines. So my degree allows me, I have the credential to do that. So that's one of my goals once the world decides to open up from Miss Rona. That's a whole conversation. But I'm planning right now. This is the time that I'm planning. I'm putting stuff together so that when things do start to subside, I can have that packet to go out to them. I'm ready. I've been here. I made the connections here in the Florida area, wherever I am, to be able to open those conversations. But going into that concept of trust, integrity is extremely important when it comes to business. Integrity is extremely important when it comes to business. That ties into who do you have on your team from that perspective, and in addition to yourself. Are you trustworthy? Do your customers trust you? Down to taking a credit card payment. Can they ensure that you're not gonna scam them and start charging their card? Your staff that you have working for you, what are they doing? Are they doing the right thing? Are they going to make sure your information or your client's information is protected? There's a lot of different factors when it comes to trust. Also, your clients. If you said that you're going to have something over to your client, let's say you do logo design, or let me go to something different. Let's say you, thank you, Tezra. No problem. Let's say that you have let's see. All right, let's say Khadijah, let's say you made a wig for somebody. I'm just throwing around a concept. And you said I'm gonna have your wig for you by Wednesday at 8:30. And this person's depending on you to have that. You're like, all right, Shane, by Wednesday 8:30, my birthday party is at 10 o'clock that night. I can throw that thing on and do my thing. And then Khadijah calls the customer at 8:30, like I never even started. And there's like that trust is out the window. And then you go into those factors of those bad reviews, the bad of your brand and your company. Like, don't go to her. I had got I'm in the entertainment industry. I had a lot of historical clients who had booked other vendors for things and it did not happen. And it just created that trust factor just go Very great. So you want to make sure that you're definitely keeping that strong. Tania Tillman says she's an event planner, decorator, baking, so all around to make sure my clients have what they need. Yes, indeed. So you're in an awesome business there. You gotta definitely get some stuff to clear. That's where you're at. Cool beans. So trustworthy. Another portion of being trustworthy, is going into the factor of private contractors. I know a lot of us, especially as even not just private contractors, but staff in general, want to make sure that you have people that's like going to have integrity. I'm gonna share experience. I have people that work for me, and as I mentioned, that try to steal students from my dance program, that stole pictures from my company and posted on their own pages. And I talked about this the other day, and I actually made a post about this on social media the other day. But that integrity level sucks because they did things and it's not good, and you won't have good karma because you're like, yeah, why are you doing that? It's not a good thing to do. So definitely want to make sure that you are trustworthy within the world of that. I'm moving pretty quickly here because we're getting low on time, but I'm going to just jump into these other factors, then we'll answer any questions. We'll go to break. So pretty much talked about logo. We touched on the marketing piece a little bit. Pretty much a little bit of everything. Strategy, basically creating a plan. Everyone has a mission or goal, so you definitely want to make sure that you are creating an effective plan of what you want to do. I always say, and this is something I learned over the years, or most recently within the last 3 years, is knowing the number. The number. All right. So if you are watching, just type number in the comment section there on Facebook or YouTube. The number. Knowing the number is going to help you to reach success in whatever it is you're trying to do in whatever industry, whether you're in education, whether you're in marketing. And simply knowing the number is meaning that you want to know how many you need to create success, how many clients you need to accomplish this amount to make this amount of money, how many students you need, how many hair appointments you need, how many members in this group. When you look at the overall number and then you begin to break it down and you go, all right, cool, I need 50, I'll use my dance school example. I need 50 kids by September 15th. All right, cool. It's August the 12th now. If I register 10 kids over the next 5 weeks, it breaks it down even smaller, and you can that bigger number becomes smaller, where it seems more attainable to reach and your goals. That makes sense. So knowing the number for me personally, from event space rental for my event space, which we are completely booked out because I set a goal. All right, cool. We can do on weekends, we can do at least 3 parties a weekend. So 3 times 6. Then you times that by the number, what it costs. Like, cool, I'm in the green completely. I'm like beyond green. And that's just one component of what we do there. All right, cool. Now I know that I needed to push that or market to get those amount of people within that time frame. Make sense? And the smaller numbers make things more realistic for you, as opposed to you're like, all right, I need 190 kids. Where am I going to get them from? You're like, no, break it down to increments and set those goals and check it off as you go. Thank yourself at the car dealership. When you get that sale, start ringing the bell. It's fun, I'm telling you. And create incentives for yourself. I know I do. When I reach certain goals, I set goals. I actually set a goal for myself to make at least $500 a day in order to leave the house. If I don't make a minimum of $500, I don't leave the house. And when I do leave the house, I go to happy hour. I'm not a drinker. I like food. I'll drink a Sprite. I'll drink a margarita every now and then. But I set goals like that for myself, and I look forward. Like today, we have this live here. We have a match show at 3 o'clock. But when I finish this, guess where I'm going? I'm going to the beach because I reached my goal already for today. I woke up and my goal was already met because I looked into my account and I've made beyond what my goal was for the day. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can go out early and I'm still taking calls. I want a beach. I'm not a water person, but I got my chair, my umbrella, and my laptop with me, and I am working while on the beach. I'm booking events. I'm sorry, say it again, Tia.
Said you just want to catch a tan while you're still working, do a little this, do all that.
Exactly. Living my best life, you know? Living my best life. You gotta live your best life. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Just enjoying it.
Just to back off of what you said about like basically properly planning. When you properly prepare, you will be more successful. I write things down, make notes. I got the calendar. I'm like in my phone, putting it in my phone, making alarms. So definitely and that ties into time management, and I can't wait till you touch on that because I feel like I'll be like running around all over the place. Like I don't have staff. I've been doing my Twinkles the Clown. See, I'm do more of kid events. Like I'll do my own Easter egg hunt. I get 4,000 eggs, the moon bounce, the DJ. I pay out of pocket, but I charge like a small fee for them to get into the park and to enjoy the activity. But it's just me. So that time management is like, okay, when do I start? So that last minute stuff, because every time you do an event, it's always the last minute runaround. It's like the rush.
Right.
And it's the day comes and I'm like running all over the place. My head's everywhere. Last minute of this, go here, get the last minute of that. Make sure I have ice for the drinks, and it just be crazy. And then I have more fun than them.
Exactly. Pre-planning prevents piss poor performance in any industry. When you plan stuff out, I do a lot of productions. Everything is set. I personally, I like to be able to, if I have an event or anything, I want to have at least a half hour at the least of a moment to just reflect and get my energy up. Because when you take running and you got to jump, especially if you're the host or you got to plan or you got to speak, you're like that voice behind it. You don't want to be just burned out before gotta get dressed and then jump right on. You want to give yourself that mental state to be able to just be like, relax. Like nobody talking to you right now, not me and me, but I need to do me for a moment so that I'm ready. I need to do me so that I can give you the best me.
Right.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yes, indeed. So definitely creating an itinerary for yourself, a schedule, following it. And another key factor is allowing people to respect your time. Respect your time. You know, you can't spend all day talking on the phone unless I look at it like this. Unless we're talking about money, we can't be. I'm not gonna be talking on the phone to you. If it's about money, then we can talk. But other than that, I'm on a mission. I'm trying to create something here. I'm trying to get my coins. You know, I'm trying to build generational wealth. So when it's time for me to get married and have children, you know, I've had this thing set up. You know what I mean? I'm 28. I'm giving myself to 30 at the most to be ready to rock and roll with, you know, where I want to be completely, as opposed to trying to having to build it later on. And I'm building that generational wealth early before my kids even get here. So that's what I'm working on right now. But definitely allow people to respect your time. If you have a meeting with someone, as you can see, we start on time with this broadcast today. If we're talking and we have a meeting, I'm like, okay, our meeting's at 2 o'clock. If you're not there at 2, guess what? I'm on to the next because I have to plan my schedule accordingly. And that's how I have to be successful. That's how I create success for myself. It's by following my itinerary. And that's another thing going into the trust factor as far as your company. You want to make sure that you're showing up to events on time. Classes are starting on time. You're ending on time, all that kind of stuff. For that. So we have about 20 more minutes left before we close out this live. I just want to make sure I covered all of the aspects for the most part. Excuse me. Yeah, so marketing, advertising section, that is pretty much like the last stage when it comes to it. On top of your identity is something that kind of keeps revolving because you want to make sure that's consistently always happening. But marketing, so many different ways to market your business when it comes to the digital platform and in person. I personally love digital marketing. That's my heart. I have a degree in entertainment business with an emphasis in the digital marketing world. So as far as creating SEOs and creating niches and things of that nature to help push your websites, or I'm sorry, your businesses via various social media platforms is what I love the most in utilizing technology. I'm thankful for learning about this StreamYard technology because it added something to my belt to be able to, again, thank you, Khadija, for that amazing connection. I don't know, God just told me to reach out to you that day regarding Zoom, because this was all going to be through Zoom. And if it wasn't for Khadija, this is what it had been. And Crystal, shout out to, not Crystal, who had that workshop? LaShawn. Crystal just came to my head first because she's been around for so long. LaShawn Shelton did an amazing presentation on creating, on how to operate this. And I went and I ran with it. Check it out. We created a whole event that what I thought was just going to be basic, it turned this thing into something even greater. So thank you again for that connection. See, learning. Always learning. Thank you for that. Shout out to Betsy's in Business. But back to the sense of marketing. Being able to tap into those different markets to know, your demographics, who you need to serve, where they live, how much they make, all those different things. Go extremely deep to help you to put that together. And that is a service that we offer, D.Richardson Productions. I keep saying D.Richardson Productions. We've actually just registered the Branding Beast is now registered in Florida. And I'm so used to saying D.Richardson Productions, but the Branding Beast is its own company now. It's its own LLC. Yay! We did it. Woohoo! Shout out to Brandon for getting us set up here in South Florida. So yeah, we're super excited about that. But that is a service that we offer for those who are not really tech savvy, that needs that assistance or guidance on how to push their brand to different platforms and to turn those posts into sales. That's our biggest thing. We want to see what you're posting, not just posting just to post. We want to make sure what you're posting is turning into cash for you, where you're making money in your sleep, setting you up, where you're doing stuff beyond. Sheena, I'll give you an example. We want to be able to help you, beyond your enrollment. You need to get into merchandise with your program. Sell those sweatshirts and t-shirts to your parents. Set that website up, that online store of cups and stuff. People like to wear other people's things. If you not noticed, they like it when it's free, but if it's really cute, they want to wear it. I'm pretty sure somebody came up with a McDonald's shirt. How many people buy that McDonald's shirt? Put it in 5 and below. You see everybody walking around with it. Those $5.
And you even work at McDonald's. Oh my goodness.
McDonald's. If it's a McDonald's logo, smile on it.
Myself with my Twinkles the Clown on the front and the back. They're plain white t-shirts. I run downstairs real quick to show them off, but I do tie-dye. When I do my events, I do tie-dye shirts to give them away, give the kids something to look forward to. I'm working on an event, tie-dye with Twinkles. I also do a funnel cake and face paint event.
Nice.
Really, because there's nothing for these children to do.
Right.
Like,
you're in Harrisburg, right?
I'm sorry?
You're in Harrisburg?
Yes, I'm located in Harrisburg, but I do travel like you. Just not like I don't fly planes yet, but I'm going to get there. Okay, I roll around in my Nissan.
It's all good. You gotta start somewhere.
Right.
Going back to creating, here's an example of our D.Richardson production store. These are items that we actually have on our website. We actually have the face mask. I don't know why that's coming soon. But these are items that we put on our website that's going to generate income for us overnight while we're sleeping. When I wake up, I'll look at our accounts and it says such and such bought this. My book, for example, tonight, if you guys are free at 6:00, I'll be doing an event with that, an open forum with the book. Definitely come check it out if you can. Keeping people busy, as far as wanting to buy stuff. Because people like stuff. They like coffee mugs with logos on. People want to wear, especially if you dope. If your business is dope, they're like, yo, I definitely want to wear. Look at Saudia from Country Cooking. She cooks. And she's selling bibs, onesies. What else she's selling? Freaking mixers and cups and, but people are buying it because she's created a brand around her y'all seed and herself. Again, everybody's brand is different. And I love Saudia dearly. She's like a family member. But she's created a brand, within herself, her company. And she cooks. She cooks. She has a book out and she's selling her stuff, selling like hotcakes while she's sleeping. And she's looking and she's waking up and her account is like bling, 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 bling. So we think that's that strong, that's going to create income for you where you have a website set up and people are either signing up for a class, they're either booking an event, hiring for their services, registering their child. You want to build your thing up to say, I'm the shit. Excuse my language. I'm just going to be honest here because I love you guys. I'm being honest. This beast mode. You want to build passion. And you want people to feel that passion and give them that hope. Like, yo, they is dope. And if they dope, I definitely want to be a part of that. I want to hire them. I want to be a part of that. I want to wear that shirt because that shirt, like, yo, I want that. I want to be a part of that, you know? So that's that part there. Any questions? We're going to go into questions right now. Anybody that's watching the live stream, if you have any questions, you can definitely put it in the comment section there. Tania said, last minute is worse. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Any questions for my guests that are on right now? And for anyone that is on the live stream, definitely put your questions in the comment section. We'll share it on the screen and read it. My guests that are on the actual feed now, you guys have anything you want to say or any questions that I can answer for you? How you feeling?
Oh, we're feeling one of the comments, going back to planning and having goals, that if you have staff, it's important for your staff to know what the plan and what your goals are so they can help you accomplish it. So it's just like not just a one person show where you're trying to accomplish everything on your own. If your team knows what the plan is for the whole facility, they can help you accomplish it. And then also going back to what you said, how your team is marketing you when they're outside, you want them to make sure their image is a positive image because they're constantly promoting and marketing.
Yes, indeed. Sure that your entire team definitely want to make sure that they're all on board and they know the vision. You know, a lot of people start companies or they have people come in and they don't have a sit down with them. Like, listen, this is where we are. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. And it's not that they don't want to do it. It's just they don't know. And that's just life. We don't. I know for me, I have a conversation with a lot of businesses with their staff and what's not happening. And the biggest thing of anything is the word communication. When you don't have good communication, it makes things lack. When it comes to communication with your client, communication with your staff, communication with yourself. If you don't have strong communication skills, it's like, why even do anything? Because it doesn't make sense. So definitely. Anybody else? Khadija, you want to add anything, questions or comments?
No, just keep doing what you're doing. I love to see you grow and watch you grow. And your celebration has been awesome this week. I'm so glad you got a chance to get on the training because everything's turned out so nice.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. And again, thank you for your support for over the years. You've been here at least 10 years, at least. Yeah. You've been here the whole 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. You're a part of the journey completely. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to go to Tia. All right. Any questions you have or anything you want to add?
No, I do not have any questions for the live, what do you call this, live stream? But I will definitely be reaching out to have that other conversation that you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
So I can further expand my brand by the bees.
Okay. Well, thank you. So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna do a little closing final thought and get our energy up, get you guys motivated. We'll be right back.
So listen up. D.Richardson Productions Dance Academy celebrates 10 years of dance education in the city of Philadelphia. Register today for one of our amazing programs in your neighborhood. Visit www.drichprod.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you on the dance floor. Let's go. And now, please welcome your entertainer and D.Richardson Productions party ambassador for the day. Make some noise! Quilly the Clown.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Quilly the Entertainer, and I want to wish D.Richardson Productions a happy 10th anniversary. And don't forget that I'm broadcasting live this Thursday at 3 p.m. live from Dylan's Ice Treats at 5943 Lansdowne Avenue in Philadelphia, PA. For the first 100 kids in line, you'll receive a free water ice from 2 to 6 p.m. Don't forget to tune in live for more exciting videos. Until then, gotta go.
What's going on? My name name is Janelle, and I want to give a congratulations to D.Richardson Production on your 10th year anniversary. I've been rocking with you for 6 out of those 10, and I cannot wait to rock for 10 more. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Seriously. Love you. Peace.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? I just want to wish my nephew at D.Richardson Productions a happy 10th anniversary. And y'all already know this sword. Don't play with sword and don't play with my nephew, okay? Happy anniversary. It's your anniversary. Anniversary. Get that money now. Love you. Bye.
Saving, party bigger. Make your next evening a big winner. D.Richardson Productions, gonna elevate your function. D-Rich, PROD.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. Again, this is the Branding Beast. We are live here on Facebook. This is a part of our D.Richardson Productions 10th anniversary celebration. And we had an amazing conversation with some amazing entrepreneurs. Thank you guys for ever watching. I'm going to bring our guests back in on the stream right now. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Let me unmute you guys. There you go. Awesome.
Hello.
We talked about a lot of things today. And we got deep, but we didn't get as deep as we normally would. But we got a lot of stuff. But the biggest thing that we want to let you guys that are watching know, and again, I apologize if you see me like looking down because I'm like multitasking on like playing editor along with talking. I'm like multitasking. I'm in a radio station right now. But hey, it happens. But this is awesome. So if you see me looking down and not looking to the cameras because I'm on a million, I wish I could show you guys. I'll show you guys what it looks like here behind the scenes. But I'm actually working. Here we go. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like so you guys can see the million things I'm doing at one time, being a video editor, plus a DJ, plus the host, all in one. So moderating, this is my world behind the scenes so you guys can see what it looks like at one time. So thank you guys for tuning in today. We gave a lot of good information. The quiz I'm coming right down to you. Just put your question inside the comment section there, and then I will answer for you. You got it. All right. But yeah, we gave a lot of good information today. The biggest thing is creating a brand within yourself, creating a mindset that's going to generate income for you, that's going to create generational wealth, that's going to create a sense of peace, relaxation, all those things. This is going to help you propel in your industry. And just again, to go back to the beginning, is surrounding yourself with positivity, with people that's moving up. A friend of mine actually said, we use this term together. We say pigeons, eagles don't fly with pigeons. Pigeons stay at a certain level. Eagles soar. Pigeons don't. They stay closer to the ground. They're like bottom feeders in the ocean, where an eagle is going to soar. So keep yourself surrounded with eagles that are going to soar, and that's going to propel you to where you need to be. Laquita has a question. The music you just had around your Branding Beast logo, are you able to put that music around the logo and make it move on a Wix website? Yes, you are. So that's something that we offer here at the Branding Beast. Basically, it is a motion graphic. Basically, we have to make sure that your logo is definitely compatible for us to do it, or we can design your logo from scratch as well. And we can turn it into a digital format, which can outsource it as an MP4 or whatever the case may be. But definitely that is an option. But we definitely can talk about that. You shoot me a call after this live stream and we can make that happen for you. We can figure out how we can make that happen for you. All right. Again, you guys were amazing. As I said, keep your energy up, smile, get that money. Don't let people discourage you. Keep your energy up, keep the faith, even during this pandemic. You know, a lot of shout out to all business owners that have been doing their thing, grinding, even with whether you had to close your business or convert it to a virtual format, whatever case may be. I know a lot of guys is completely new to you. Sheena, we had conversation that you're like new to this virtual world. But you have people here to support you. We're here to support you. We're here to help you. We want to see you succeed because it's about keeping this money in our community and building each other up, like Besties in Business is doing. Shout out to you guys again. Shout out to everybody that's just doing their thing out here. I see you guys moving. Shout out to the people that's starting new businesses, that's in advancing their businesses. You know, I say now is definitely the time to take your business to the next level. You know, pandemics happen, as you can see, been happening about every 100 years. I don't think any of us, not to be a damper or rain on anyone's parade, I don't think any of us is going to be here in 100 years. So we're not going to ever get another moment like this to stop, to pause, to reevaluate, to recreate ourselves, to recreate our brands, to work on our mental selves, to have a conversation with God, to just give us that insight, that inspiration, the energy to be able to put things together, to be successful, again, to build generational wealth beyond just paying these bills that we're paying. Some of us work extremely hard.
Me.
We don't see you work so hard and you don't get a chance to enjoy life. You don't get a chance to go out. You don't get a chance to go to the beach. It's like you work, you go to sleep. You work, you go to sleep. But you don't get a chance to be you, to be great and just like really enjoy it. And, you know, I want to see you guys do it. You know, it may take a while to get there, but it's definitely possible to happen. So as long as you know, keep those things in mind, it's going to happen. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys again for coming on today. You guys are so amazing. Before we go, we started off with energy. We want to keep the energy up to give you that push. This is the push. If you're home right now, let's join us for this little closing little exercise right now. All right? All right, guys. We're going to stretch it up. Here we go. Arms up. There you go. I'm multitasking with 2 arms. Beach body.
Yeah, get ready for that beach trip later.
There we go. Check it out. Bring all the positive energy into your system. Bring it in. Inhale all the positivity. All the positivity. Yes, bring it all in. Well, take a toast. I'm not sure you have a cup. My tea. If you got a cup, if you don't have a cup, put your fist in the air. Bring it to success, to prosperity, to great wealth, to great health. So all those things that make you great. My cup here says coffee is always a good idea. It is, but I have tea. But you know, use this time really to be creative. God has you. He has you covered. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep creating. Keep planning. The sky is the limit. People have done it. It can be done. There's nothing new under the sun. Keep your faith and keep staying encouraged. Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming on, and make sure you guys tune in at 3 o'clock for our virtual magic show. Get all the kids. Yes, get the kids ready. Bring all the kids to the live stream. Send us out to your families, through your text message. It's streamed live on our YouTube and here on Facebook. We have an amazing magic show production that's live animals. I'm telling you, it's like seeing the Universal Soul Circus on Facebook. Maybe even better. Shout out to my friends with the Soul Circus. We're super excited, guys. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you at the next event. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
Let's do it!